And here it is with the plot plate on, or the barrel plot plate, as you can see. Took me a while to keep on gutting the inside of this the barrel. I could have easily put it outside, but then what would have happened was if I would have put the plate on, it would have bent in specific directions, and keeping it straight would not have been a wise choice. Also, I wanted to make it stable, so I had to drill a little bit more with my pin vise. Yet this pin vise here is a little small, so I used a larger drill bit, which worked with this. So yeah, pin vise worked pretty well. Don't have to drill the hole. The actual hole is right there for those of you who cannot see it. So now I'm going to build off this. And I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this part here and here, only up to here, and create like some sort of cage or frame like thing where in the M16s of today and SCARs, close quarter combat rifles, there's kind of like a stock here that, you know, soldiers grab on, where it doesn't, you know, they can support the gun, but it'll be somewhat of a railing system. It's kind of hard to explain that. I might as well show it to you. So this is before, and here is after. I've turned my bull-pup submachine gun into a bull-pup assault rifle. I hope. What do you guys think? Now, like I mentioned before, I did not decide to put a sight on this yet. However, this may change. Who knows? I'm going to leave it the way it is for now. Putting a little detail around the body around here. I'm going to put something else here again, maybe. Like I said about the buttstock, I put this one there. So that's simple, somewhat. Then around here, I created this little frame, as you could see. The top part, I drilled holes using my drill bit. Bottom one, I didn't feel like it needed any holes. I put a grip on. Took one of the round pla-plate and wrapped it around here, and that's pretty much it. Now, what is this? You guys are probably telling me. Like I said before, the attachment could be anything. Could be a grenade launcher, could be a oversized flashlight, and yeah, it could be a bayonet. But this is what I thought. Taking the came out. I thought it was stuck in there. Well, I'll give you a feel for it. Taking the beam saber handle, put it there. Now I got a beam saber bayonet. It seems logical, considering, like, in combat, if you're going close quarters and a mobile suit is like maybe a meter, you know, is right in front of you, you can, you know, hit the front end of the gun to the mobile suit and then turn on the beam saber, and then that'll, you know, it'll stab him right there. Super close quarters. I may have to redo this again. I think it's too short. Yeah, I think I have to redo it again. I'll have to get it. I'll make another one. No big deal. But here's the general idea of my new and improved assault rifle. Alright, with all this work that I just put onto this kit, let's see what it looks like with the final result of all the plot plate that I added. And here it is. Now right now, off the bat, many of you guys are saying, what the hell is that? That's at the front chest. I was thinking of some sort of outer armor type thing that will protect the chest area. And then I started to mold and form, and I don't know, turned out like that. It came out great here, kind of like that. And putting plates here on the top of the chest here, so it was okay. Didn't feel like putting anything in the bottom, but this area was more open out, and I was thinking about what I was going to do. So I did this. I don't know. Now looking at it, it may not be a wise idea. But I'm going to leave it the way it is for now until someone says something. Until I hear a complaint. But the gun came out okay, as you could see. The grip hand, this hand here is not that very good to grab it, of course, but there we go, we could simulate it like that. But most likely it's not going to be in that position. It's going to probably be like, and this thing doesn't want to hold on pretty well. Obviously this is going to get glued soon, but I just want to get it on there just for now until before painting. Just get your ass in there. There we go. So I just want to keep it like in a specific position. This one comes out all the time. That one I can't wait to glue as well. But like, since the building is going to be right there, and actually let me expand, let me bring this out a bit, just so you guys can get a general idea. So there's a building here, and then it turns a quarter, and then, like, considering I like how this manipulator hand is, I wouldn't mind if it does this, where it's about to, like, turn around, things like that. The head's fine, right, like that. I turn the leg like that. So it's something like in that position. Yeah. So that is like the general idea of what I was thinking. And I'm also thinking of the dimensions of the base, because above the diorama base, because that diorama base is going to be at least a good 12 inches in length to the back, and maybe 12 inches in width. Because I'm thinking of how the thickness of the buildings would probably be about 4 to 5 windows in length. And obviously how much back. I'll have like 3 buildings. One larger building, one mid-sized building, and then another larger building. And then the mid-sized building will have something like a, what do you call those? Like street signs, like those building signs that you see when you drive around. So that'll go right on top of there. And then on the other side you'll have the Zaco maybe here. Also getting ready to turn around, and you have the other 2 mobile suits here. The other 2 mobile suits will be here, of course. But this came out pretty well indeed. I'm still not feeling certain parts that I made. Obviously, this one's under review. Maybe you guys can tell me if that's okay or not. I haven't put the rivets on the foot guards yet. I'll do that in a moment. It's very simple. As a matter of fact, let me show you this very, very thin pla-plate. You see? It's like less than a 1/16 eighth of an inch. About, if I'm looking at the I don't know if this is considered millimeter or meter. I think it's millimeter or micro. Well, there's no such thing as micrometer, but maybe there is. But this is about 1 millimeter in diameter or thickness. So I'll just slice little pieces off, put it on the ankle armor, and then sand it down as it's drying. So I have this. But going back to the waist, this part I may want to do the same thing that I did with the knees, because it doesn't look right. Specifically the back ones, but the back ones I'll probably leave those alone. More visually looking would be probably the front parts. The head didn't need anything, yet I was suggested that maybe I should put another antenna. I think it'll be fine for now. And it's nicely sanded off and fine. I forgot to sand these parts off. I'll do that later on. But yeah, so far so good on this. Now, what was I thinking? There's going to be there will be a couple of days of slight delay for me while I'm building this, because things are getting a little hectic around here. So in about a few days you'll see some results of this. But I'm going to be the next part of this build, of course, will be me priming this part and then painting. So so far so good, guys. So far so good.